Hey, welcome to another episode of Chance Beer Reviews. Got a new guest this time. This is my friend Chris.
How you doing?
Who I've known since, what, 9th grade?
20-ish years.
Yeah. It only took him 500-something episodes to get over here to be a guest reviewer.
Found beer with scotch in it, so here I am.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it's the Three Floyds BrewDog collaboration, Bitch Please. Barrel-aged Scottish barley wine, and it's a very long description on the bottle. I'm not going to read it, but I do like it's made with barley, hops, yeast, water, toffee, other fun stuff, which is shortbread. It's like literally brewed with shortbread. So they're basically, and it was aged in 8 months in Jura single whiskey Scotch barrels or something like that. So I had Chris come over because you're a huge Scotch fan.
Oh yeah.
And this beer is Scotch-ish, so I figured you'd like this.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Alright, let's get pouring here.
Alright.
Alrighty, so we have what color is that, like burgundy?
It's like a burgundy color.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like black or brown, but, you know, I got about a finger and a half of head. You didn't get much, but...
Yeah. The color probably has something to do with with Scotch, the color usually has to do with what kind of casks it's aged in.
Right.
But, they add to the fact that it's beer, so that probably adds another dimension to the coloring.
Yeah. What do you smell on here? This thing's all over the place. It's like fruity. I can smell like kind of that peated malt they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a unique smell. It's not bad, it's just definitely all over the place. Like
it's a little smoky, very malty.
Yeah, smokiness would be consistent with like peaty. From what I understood in that video we watched, it looked like they use some stuff from like Islay parts of Scotland, which would be peatier malts.
All right, ready to dive in?
Can I drink it now?
Yeah. Wow,
it's got a bite.
Yeah.
It's got like the bite hits you like right after. Like it's smooth at first, but then it's
yeah, like the first half is like kind of like a intense kind of fruitiness, and the second half is like this dry smokiness. It's leaving like almost like a barbecue kind of flavor aftertaste. Do you get that?
Yeah, like a hickory kind of like type of taste.
Yeah.
Like in the back of your throat. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine that's from the barrel. I mean, it's got to be from the barrel aging. This thing it was brewed just about a year ago, and it was in, Scotch whiskey barrels for 8 or 9 months before they bottled it.
It's an interesting flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the smokiness aftertaste is definitely very prominent.
Yeah.
Like that, like you're talking about that kind of hickory, like barbecue type of flavor, and after you've had a few sips, it's very present.
How does that compare to a Scotch? I mean, I'm not like a Scotch drinker, so...
It doesn't taste anything like Scotch. I think that there's components that are reminiscent of Scotch, like the smokiness, which depending on what kind of Scotch you get, some are smoky, some are not. But that it's got like some components. So
yeah, they made a point of saying in the video and on the bottle here that it's literally made with toffee candy and shortbread like cookies. Are you getting any kind of candy or cookie taste on this?
Maybe it's the initial sweetness.
Because at first I get like a syrupy, like some kind of like fruit syrup, like a red apple.
Yeah.
And then it's following with just like that smoke. I think it's like numbing my tongue a little.
Honestly, the more sips you have of it, the smoke starts to become more prominent.
Yeah.
And I think the initial sip, you get like some of the sweeter or like the fruitiness, and then as it's been sitting back there, it kind of like starts to become more.
Yeah.
So with each sip, it actually becomes a lot harder to discern the sweet components, but I can't really tell the toffee.
Yeah, I don't really get the toffee in particular. That fruitiness though up front is very familiar. If you ever had American barley wine or English barley wine, very par for the course. But the whole second half is completely different. Which that's the whole point of BrewDog and Three Floyds. So yeah, it's like it is a very interesting combination of that rich, fruity candy sweetness, like a sucker kind of candy, not like a, chocolate or anything, but and then the smoky aftertaste. I don't really get like any heat. I get like maybe like a touch of warmth. Are you getting anything like that?
No, not really. That makes sense with.
And what's interesting is that the mouthfeel is actually kind of thin. Like, you go into this and it's not like thick and sticky and chewy. It's rather flat, even though, I'm maintaining a head pretty well here, which is, for a beer this big, 11.5%, that's pretty impressive. Drinkability, I mean, like, I can only really drink this in sips, but I've had beers that are, like, way more intense than this. But, drinkability is pretty good.
It's pretty smooth. And and like you said, because it's thin, it's not like you're chewing on it like something heavier beer. So, it's more, I think you drink it slower, less because of the consistency and more because of, like, the potency, I guess.
Yeah. I notice, like, when I get my nose all the way in there, like, there's that almost like a solvent kind of smell.
Yeah,
it's kind of
that'll happen with some scotches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If you came around and sniffed some of the bottles that I have, you'd be like, that smells like Band-Aids.
I'm surprised, because I'm not usually like a huge barley wine fan or just big beers in general, but this is catching me off guard, and I like it. I think I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10, like an A-. What do you think?
Well, it would probably not be a good idea for me to rate any beer, considering I've only had a quarter, probably 1/10 of what you've had. But I would buy this. This is good. I mean, I wouldn't be pounding it or anything like that. But I think if I was enjoying it with dinner, or if I was out with some friends and I was, just wanted to, it was at the Rock or someplace like that, just wanted to drink a beer. This is good.
Yeah, this was actually sent, I forgot to mention, this was sent from England from Zach Avery. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks Zach for the beer. It was definitely worth the trip. So I guess that about wraps it up for this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Thanks to Chris for stopping over, helping me drink this thing.
No problem. Always happy to help you drink.
And if you want to see more of them, leave comments below. Alright, so we'll see you next time. Bye.